What's going on, boys? No guys here. Welcome back to another video. Now, today's video, we're going to go through a 1.5 million to about 1.7 million coin squad build, depending on what time you buy. We're going to go off with some team of the season players, get all the players in the game, and some of the most meta players, and we're going to go with traditional centre backs as well. Now, you're going to see a first and a very much a rare addition in the old guys video, and that is you're putting, no, we're putting Neymar in. There's no doubt about that, but he's getting offloaded to the right hand side. He'll be getting 7 chemistry. I'll explain how he does that in a second. But I think Neymar is still good to not have in the team. Now, there's actually a lot of players. The first player I want to put in is Llorente. Now, Llorente is actually a really good card. Now, De Jong is obviously a better card. There is no doubt about that. But obviously, 1.5 to 1.6 million at the cost of De Jong is very much expensive, but you can get, I got very luckily got him in reds, but high 3-star, so not the best, but his stats are exceptionally good. Now I would go ahead and now put an engine chemistry on him, not a shadow, not an anchor. I'd go ahead and put an engine on him. Why? Because I want to get that balance up just a little bit more. So I'd definitely go with engine on him. I think he's a perfect box-to-box centre mid. Can attack, can defend, can pass, can dribble, can shoot. And the engine will make his dribbling even a bit better. Traits doesn't really have that many, but it's, again, irrelevant. In terms about the left mid, now there's 2 players. Now, I have Vasquez. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of Lucas Vasquez. I think he's such... I'm not even joking. I think he might be potentially one of the best centre mids I've used. I use him in centre mid. Can you imagine? I use him as centre mid. I think he's fantastic. But he's very expensive. So, another player you can buy instead is Carrasco. And I think he actually fits in perfectly well. Now, Carrasco, for those that did get him, he's a really good super sub for those that have got him in red picks. A formidable player. You know, he's everything you want. Of course, the benefit is he's 4-star, high, low, can play cam, strike, anywhere. I would say put a finisher chemistry style on him. Get his balance up a little bit, get his finishing up, and get his shot power and everything up as well. So definitely go with a finisher in that regards. Then we're going to go in terms of the strike. Well, personally going to be playing in striker. We're going to get a Nedved. And we're going to go with prime moments Nedved. If you want to save money, feel free to go for the lower version of Nedved. But I think he's such a very good card. I think for the price of 350k, I think he's an absolute steal. Probably put engine on him. I think he's a perfect cam, lamb, or a left mid or a right mid, and can even play centre mid. And the link to him we're gonna go is with Mourinho. I think that's how you say his name. Another really good card. One that I've been actually looking at a lot. Obviously, his price was exceptionally expensive when he came out, but now he's reduced to a very much modest price now. I think when he came out, it was like around about 400k, but now he's about 100, about 150, so I think it's a really good price. You're paying for a 4-star, high, medium, 9 agility, balance, lows that looks at sprint speed. I don't have to even say anything, you can see that. I'd probably definitely say put a finisher on him, or a Deadeye, and I think he's again another formidable card. And he'll get an 8 chemistry as well. I'll explain to you how in a second. Then to link most of the team together, we've gone with Fakir. So Fakir is another really good card. I think he's so good. And I'll be honest, there isn't that many good, I will say, centre mids in La Liga. I would say De Jong and Llorente. You want an attacking centre mid. Now, I think Fakir is a card that can definitely play as an attacking centre mid. You know, just dump a shadow on him. I think you can get the job done. Of course, he's 4-star, high, medium as well. Can play as a left attacking mid, right attacking mid, left mid, right mid. But I think he does have the ability to also play very much in the centre. For the centre backs, we've gone with the first one we've gone with Fofana. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest of fans of Fofana. I'm still a fullbacks and centre back kind of guy, and always will be, just because simply fullbacks and centre back are just the most important thing. I think I got the wrong Fofana there. That's the wrong one. I think his name is, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it Wesley? I think so. But yeah, when it comes to fullbacks and centre back, the benefit is that a lot of these team of the season cards, the reason why you can consider them is that they got the agility balance. Before, the agility balance wasn't there. Now, I personally still wouldn't go with Fofana, just because simply I'd rather have a fullback. You know, if someone has a through ball in behind, I want a fullback so I can press quicker, so I can be more aggressive, so I can have better agility and balance, and that is why I'd prefer a fullback or a Fofana. But because he's French, he links the team together. I think he's a really good card. If you're not looking to get him, you can get that Rosier card. You know that Rosier card. I'll give you an example. I'll quickly put it out to you. It's this one over here. If you want you could get this. I think that's how this one, Valentin Rossier. I think he's a very, very good card. He's French, and you can offload him to the wing, and you can bring on someone else. But I'll get on to that in a second. So if you want to do that, you can use that. But because we want to get the chemistry, we're going to go ahead and put Sambia on. So if you're going to get the other card, what I'll do is I'll put Sambia at centre back, and I'll put the other card Rozier as a right back. But we're going to put Sambia in for two reasons. Number one, he's French. And the second reason, of course, is that he links perfectly. He links perfectly. Oh, that's the wrong one. He links perfectly to Neymar. Don't forget now, Neymar, although he's playing out of position, you still need, of course, that link. That's one thing people would always get confused. You know, say, okay, a player's playing off chemistry. Well, if they're not in their native position, then they definitely need a link, a full link anyway. So Sambia, we're going to put him in. I think it's the second one. Yeah, we chose the wrong one. So you can see, for example, like here, Neymar will get 7 chemistry with the manager if he was a left mid, which I'll show you in a second. But in this situation, if you go something like that, he'll only get even lower chemistry. So it's important he gets the right amount. For the goalkeeper, we got with Areola. We brought him back into the team. I think most goalkeepers nowadays are not that good. I still go with De Gea. Van der Sar still a top goalkeeper, and so is Courtois. Either one of those are really, really top tier. Areola was a really decent keeper when the game came out, but I think he links perfectly. And of course, he's got the team and season upgrades, and he's got everything you want. He's 6'5". He doesn't have the save with feet trait, but he's still a good goalkeeper nonetheless, and I think he's a very good addition. We're going to put another player, and this will give the link, of course, is Kunday. Now, Kunday is a card that I was actually very much looking at, and I remember I was looking at him last night on stream, and I was thinking, he's actually a pretty decent card. Now, Kunday I've never been a big fan of, because the pace just wasn't enough. To be completely candid with you, the pace is just not good enough, in my opinion. But I think with the addition of now that they've increased his pace to 86, and he's got the agility and balance, I think with his shadow, he's a feasible option. For 150k, you really can't go wrong. You know, instead of buying Varane, just get Kunday. Now, let me tell you something. I would personally prefer Kunday over Varane. Now, before you try to virtually kill me through your screen, I'll explain to you the reasonings why. Now, agility and balance is very, very important. There is no doubt about that. But the problem is that someone like Varane hasn't got the best agility and balance. Now, you won't know this until you use fullbacks. When you use fullbacks, you'll realize that agility and balance is the most important thing. For the left back, we're going Mendy. But the problem is that if you have someone, I'll show you an example of how it looks like in football in a second. We're going to put Ferland Mendy to set the team up, and then I'll show you the team. So what I was trying to say is, let me show you this example. So if we go over to football over here, right? If you compare him to Varane. Now, Varane is probably, by default, a better centre-back. Don't get me wrong. But I would prefer Kunday solely because of the agility and balance. You won't understand this until you play FIFA at a very high level, like I'm talking about Elite Plus caliber, and you use the running jockey up against someone who uses like cancel, fake shot cancel, agile dribbling. You'd realize agility and balance is the most important thing. He has the agility now, Varane. Bit better, but the balance he still lacks, and that's why I'd probably go ahead and save it. Now this thing, if Varane was 500k and Kunday was 150, I would say go Varane. But don't spend 3 million when you can buy Eusebio in striker and you get Kunday at the back. And that's kind of the logic and the reasonings why behind what I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm trying to say. Save your money. There's no point in getting, even if you've got a good team, don't go ahead and get Varane. But it's how the team all looks up in the end. If you want to talk about managers, so the way we'll do this is most players here gets max chem. The only player that doesn't is Nedved, and we have Neymar. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can go with a Brazilian manager, but you can't get a Czech league because obviously it's an icon. You can't get an icon league. You can go with a Czech manager, and then you can go with either one of these leagues. Now, to be honest, it's up to you personally. There's only one Czech manager, to be honest, and the chances are apparently he's not in the market. So I'll be honest, you can go with anything, go whatever you want. Liga Santander. Get Tuca Ferretti in, and that way you get Neymar on 7 and Mourinho on 8, and I think it's a fantastic team. Now, the second option you have is you can get someone like Base Blanc in. Base Blanc or someone like Seedorf. You might not like Blanc. You can get Seedorf if you want to reduce the price. And this way, you can get some really, really good box-to-box midfielders. If you're going for the icon Vieira, definitely get that Vieira card. But I think a card like this, I think it slots in perfectly well. So if you're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1, which is the formation most some people are going to be playing, I'll play Blanc and then I'll play Llorente in centre mid. Then you can line this up however you want. Realistically, you can put Carrasco in striker, put Mourinho in striker, put Fakir in striker. Now, I'd probably go ahead and put Neymar in cam. Maybe Carrasco and strikes probably the way that I would go with, or Fakir. And you can always mix and match. The benefit of this, and don't forget, if you don't have Fofana, if you have that Rosier card, just put Sambi over here and put Rosier over there. And I think that's a really good team. I think, you know, loads of team and season players and a very good team. Don't look at Blanc and be like, at this stage of FIFA, should I really be using him? Yes, I think you really should. Again, it's the same thing over here. You kind of have that choice, that freedom to do whatever you want to do in a 4-4-2. And if we're going to go towards a 3-5-2, I think this is when things get very much interesting. I would go Neymar, Carrasco and striker. I'll put Mourinho on the wing. Now, this is a debatable one. Who goes on the wing, Mourinho or Fakir? So it's kind of up to you the way you want to do it. I'd probably say Mourinho just because of agility and balance. And of course, he's got the pace as well. But again, you can just mix, and that's the benefit of this team. You can just mix and match however you want to. And I'll put Sambia as a right wing back. And that's kind of the way that I'll look at it. But I said, don't worry about too much about the team. I mean, if you want to really focus on Neymar, you can get him on 4 cams. You can kind of offload his team, and if you want to, go ahead and get the likes of Kamara at left back, and then get Neymar, and then that way you can also get Vasquez. So if you can afford the money, go ahead and get Vasquez in that position, and you kind of quickly do a quick switch through. You get someone like Kamara here, and if you do this over here like that, and you get Kamara over here, he'll get the link from Kunday, and you'll also get the link to Neymar. And then all you got to do is slot Lucas Vasquez in here, and that's it. You're pretty much done. You get the green link as well. And if you really want to, you can change your right back if you want to. But that is the team for, I would say, the 1.5 million round about that mark. That's what your boys next week. Well, actually, you know what? In a couple of days, we're going to go. Tomorrow, I might go with another squad build. I might go to all 5-star weak footer. Maybe 5-star skill as well. So let me know if you want to see that as well. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.